Well, as you can see, I am not in Nashville. I had to get out of there quick. I had some legal stuff, law enforcement, just weird stuff. I had to get out quick. Plus, there's a storm coming. There's ice, snow. So I came here to my second home in Sedona, Arizona. Beautiful place. Lovely weather today. But, I thought since you guys are going to be snowbound, what better time to binge watch the Moody Producer show? So I encourage you all to do so this weekend. As a gift to you, I'm dropping another episode today. Episode 3. Nick Schwarz. Great guy. I've known him for years. Used to mentor him. Now he's gone on to create a career of his own. Nick's a great guy. He's always got a smile on his face and just brightens up your day. I need to be around people like that. So I hope you enjoy this little chat I had with Nick. I'm starting to get a lot of smoke in my face and my eyes, so let's just go to the episode right now before things get worse. Nick Schwarz.
Turn that damn AC off. By the way, we should be recording right now.
Yes. Give me some of your nuts.
Oh, wait. I got to turn the AC off. Bro.
Run that up, Rico.
Nick Schwarz.
Chris Stevens.
Yeah. Thanks for being on the Moody Producer show.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. I've known you for how long now?
Dang.
2015, maybe? 2016?
I think 2014.
2014?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as I've known my wife.
You rented? Wow.
Yeah.
I remember you meeting your wife.
Yep.
Yeah. Crystal? What's her name?
Christina.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's awesome. You actually rented my my garage. That's kind of how things got going with us a little bit, right?
Yeah.
By the way, Cam is doing the production behind the scenes. How you doing, Cam?
What's up?
Oh, yeah.
Making everything run smoothly. How much did I charge you?
$300 a month.
God, it's a ripoff. You want to see what it looks like now?
Yeah. Whoa.
It's a golf sim.
No way. You golf?
No, I don't.
I was like, you don't even golf.
He does.
I suck.
He's just terrible.
Dang. That's awesome.
I think I've gotten worse since I got a golf simulator. Your career has really taken off here in the last couple years.
Thanks.
I sort of put you in the camp of like the new batch of up and coming producers. Not that you're up and coming. I mean, you're pretty established now, but you're still part of that new wave of talent that is. You're from Colorado, by the way, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Colorado Springs.
Garden of the Gods.
Garden of the Gods.
Yeah, I've been to that.
Pikes
Pretty
Peak.
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I was looking at pictures last night. I was like, dang.
Did you miss it?
I wished that I could see it again. Yes, just because it's so beautiful.
How old were you when you moved to Nashville?
18.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you went to Tribeca.
Mm-hmm.
Like right out of high school kind of thing?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
what made you choose that school?
Well, I was going to go to, all I thought I would do with music was be a worship pastor. And there was a worship...
Sounds kind of boring.
Yeah, there was a worship school in Colorado Springs at the church, and there was a mass shooting there.
Oh, wow.
And so it kind of prompted me to look elsewhere.
Yeah.
And so my mom was like, what about Nashville? That'd be pretty cool. So we Googled Christian colleges in Nashville and then flew out here to visit. And I went to Belmont, Lipscomb, and Tribeca. And when I was at Tribeca, they were like, why don't you try auditioning for the group? They have auditions today for the group that like promotes the school. It's like a worship group. And I was like, well, that's kind of crazy that the day I'm here, they have auditions. So I went and auditioned, and they asked me to be the drummer
Nice.
like the following day. So it was kind of like a serendipitous, kind of crazy God moment that was like, I should go to this school. And then, so I went there, and after college, I met you and met a bunch of other producers that I still stay in touch with, and just kind of realized that that's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So you moved here. You were 18. Went to Trevecca, and then when we started working together, it was probably like maybe 2017 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be when we like
Yeah.
really started working
Yeah.
together.
You work with Drew Baldridge.
Mm-hmm.
I was working with Drew on some stuff. I feel like you met him through me, didn't you? Because you were working in the back room or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was in 2018 maybe, when you were producing Drew.
Yeah.
And you know, I would be tuning his vocals a lot alongside you and working on his projects with you. And so like we'd cross paths, Drew and I.
Yeah.
And every once in a while he'd come back into my studio, sing a vocal, and yeah, and we'd write together. Yeah, and then I think in 2019 maybe he lost his record deal.
Because I'd produced a shitty record for him. Yeah.
No, I think the label went bankrupt or something like that.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird stuff in that season. One of the songs I produced for Drew was She's Somebody's Daughter. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of a mid-tempo thing, kind of, had a little bit of a rock element to it or whatever. And we thought that was the right direction to go with that. And someone else came out with a song. Do you know who it was?
Tennille Towns? Is that what you're going to say with the same title?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tennille.
Okay. And I know there was a lot of like drama about, oh crap, we were about to put this song out for Drew, and someone else came out with a totally different song, but same message basically.
Yeah, I think it was like She's Somebody's Baby. Something.
No, it was Daughter.
Was it Daughter?
Somebody's Daughter.
Holy crap.
I don't know if that had anything to do with it not quite working or the timing or whatever, but you started working with Drew and you guys were doing your own stuff, and then at some point when he got married, walk me through it from there. Pick up the story.
Yeah. So we had, I think, done maybe 3 songs in the time period that you're talking about. And then he got married, and he asked me to just do a version of that song, She's Somebody's Daughter, for Katie, his fiance, to dance with her dad at their wedding. So it just needed to be a daddy-daughter dance.
Yeah.
And so it's like, all right, let's do it. Didn't really think a whole lot of it.
You didn't pull out butterfly kisses or anything?
No, I didn't reference anything. Just I just had him sing the song. I mean, we went in with Gordon Mote on piano, and was like, let's make this just a piano vocal. And Drew was there, and they sang it together. We made sure we had the right tempo, right key, and it just felt like it was done. And then I sent it to Becca Bradley to put cellos on it, and I put some sub bass and swells and mixed it myself. And I mean, it was really just for the wedding, so I wasn't going to put a ton of thought into it. Mm-hmm. And then he does it, has a great moment. His wife, Katie, and her dad have a beautiful moment, and it's like everybody's clapping. That's all I thought. That was the end of that. But then the next day, he posts the song and a video to go with it, and
like on TikTok.
On TikTok,
yeah,
and it goes viral, and then people are sharing it, and there's like this huge viral moment that's going on with this song, and it's exciting. And then Drew just blows up, and it just was this song that I didn't put a ton of thought into. I mean, I tried my best on it. I edited his vocal. I sang my own background vocals. And,
well, not only did it go viral, but what happened after that was even as impressive, if not more, to me, what it did at radio.
Yeah. Well, after that, we thought that every record label was going to call and want to sign him.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of record labels that wanted to sign him, but they had to partner with labels in Nashville, I guess, for radio, if they wanted to go to country radio. And whenever it got to there, it stopped. So he never signed a deal. Yeah. And after a year, or maybe 2 years even, he just decides, I'm going to take it to radio myself. Mm-hmm. He's made money from it on the master side, from how it did on streaming. So he's like, I'll just put together my own record label. And
So you hired like a radio promoter, like an independent radio promoter.
yeah, what he did was he went to a list of
What does that cost?
a lot. I think he paid them all a salary, but so he went to record labels list of people who got laid off, and found a list of 10 people that got laid off from major record labels with that job, and then went to radio stations and called them and was like, "Who of this list are your favorites?" And then he picked 3 and hired them full time, and then he also acted as like the 4th employee. And so he spent a whole year promoting the song to radio themselves, and they got it all the way to number 1. It took a year of promoting too. So,
Well, and let me throw up this image here. That says it all right there.
yeah,
First artist to independently earn their first number 1 song at country radio.
in history.
Nick Schwarz, Drew Baldridge. That's pretty
Yeah.
impressive. That's a history-making moment right there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And using a new model,
Yeah,
TikTok and all that, which, there's no guarantee there, obviously, but
yeah,
it's impressive to see what something like that, the viral, post can do to a song and a career and multiple careers. Like, I'm sure it impacted his career tremendously and yours, because that opens a lot of doors for other opportunities. So I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and we didn't release the wedding version to radio,
Right.
Because it would have been
But
just
it was
too
modeled
much of
after
a
that, kind of
ballad.
similar,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I took the wedding version, put a ton more work into that. So and that was the version that
It was still
that was on radio.
still a ballad, a piano ballad.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I just took the piano ballad, the wedding version, and just
Built it
built onto that.
Yeah.
Put drums on it, and guitars, and
Yeah.
loops and stuff, just to make it radio friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a pretty mind blowing and life changing
Yeah.
event for both of us.
I'll bet. That's those kind of stories are amazing, and that's the Nashville thing. I mean, a lot of people come to this town and work their butt off for years, and some people give up. And I
Yeah.
feel like the ones that stick around and have good energy and put their best foot forward and work their butt off,
Yeah,
like our friend Nick Schwartz here. Doors start opening, and then it kind of starts happening kind of quickly.
yeah,
I think once the snowball gets rolling.
yeah. It's really the persistence.
Yeah.
Like same with Drew, with persistence on. I mean, everybody was telling him no. Like
Yeah.
record labels were like, no, we're not going to sign that. But keep going, and
Yeah, he just
made
did
it
not
happen
give
himself.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah. He was always somebody that I admired, that just had a real strong work ethic and a good student of the craft also.
totally.
Humble, those are good traits.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
One thing I admire about Nick is he's a positive guy. Maybe he's got some dark secrets. He might have some things hiding in his closet. But he's just always got a smile. Definitely some kind of people that I need to be around. So I don't go into the dark places.
Yeah.
But you sent me over the years, you've sent me these random videos, and I might have a couple here.
Oh no.
Because they're pretty good. You like to film yourself at various locales with one of my songs playing on the Muzak system,
Music.
and I think it's kind of funny.
Oh yeah. Jamming to your song while we're looking for milk.
What song was that? Was that a Michael Ferrante thing?
Yeah, that was on yesterday.
I heard it today
I went
actually
to
at
that
Home
same-
Depot.
Heck yeah!
I heard it at Home Depot today.
My son was singing it this morning. He's like,
Oh, here's a good one too.
"Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Chris. Happy birthday to
I love getting those, Nick. It really cheers me up, especially on a day like today. I am covered in chiggers.
What?
Yeah.
That
it happens
sucks.
about twice a year. And I don't know what, I went out in the yard or something, and I just got absolutely nailed. I've got a picture, actually, I took of, my bites. Oh, hang on a minute. Hold on. Here it is. Look at that. I mean, there's a lot of leg hair there.
It's a good thing the cameras can't see this.
No, they will.
Oh boy.
As we're dubbing it in, man. 4K
4K upper thigh.
360.
Yeah. I hope not.
I've watched you in recent years, just in the last couple years, maybe more. You go out and you kind of do it the right way. You book a studio, you get an engineer, you get players, and you do the whole thing. And I've done that too, but I don't do that very often. And I think part of it's a control thing. It's the fear of having getting back something that I'm worried won't beat what we had in the original sketch of the song or whatever, the original idea. There's some fear there. And it's about letting go and trusting a team around you. And I think that's a gift. I think that's a gift to have that trust. And I don't know if you could maybe share a little bit of that, because I'm impressed by that.
I do that like song by song.
Yeah.
Not every song needs that. But yeah, I just think it's so fun. And I think what actually got me into it was you. Which is
The
kind
one
of
time I
backwards.
did it?
Yeah, the few times that we did end up going to the studio and doing it. There was just kind of like a magic there that
I agree,
was
there is.
exciting.
Yeah.
And
There's
think
just such great talent in this town.
Yeah.
That we have access to. And it's a shame when we don't utilize it. So I'm analyzing myself right now.
Well, it is just fun getting like other people's opinions on things too, and it is a high stress day. Like every day, every time we do
spinning a lot
one,
of plates at the same time.
it's a lot of money being spent and a lot of questions being thrown at you
Yeah.
and stress on time.
Yeah.
And a logistical nightmare, honestly. But it's a great day, and if something that I capture from that day doesn't really work, I mute it. But for the most part, I love those days.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think
you even got catering going on and all kinds of. I mean, do you have a project manager?
my wife.
Your wife. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Your wife's been doing that.
My wife helps me with that. She's really good at that stuff. The first one that I ever did, I had you there as emotional support. But that was for Rise Up Lazarus.
Oh, yeah.
For Kane.
Kane, yeah.
And we tracked one song and we went to a big studio and did a half-day session.
Yeah.
And I brought lunch. So I spent a ton of money for that one song. But I mean, I think what it did was it helped the group attach an experience to the song and have an emotional attachment to the song being involved. So I think not only did we have the magic of getting everybody together with a cool studio and an engineer, but we also had kind of a memory that the artist can attach with it.
Yeah.
And they felt more energized by it. And there might be a strategy there that I've been trying to chase with trying to get the artist emotionally involved in the process and so that they can maybe add it as a single or just be happy with the product at the end. Does that make sense?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. No, I did. I was. No, it makes a lot of sense. Because, I especially the idea of it making it an experience for the artist, and even nowadays, the extra content that it can generate, for their
Totally. Yeah, almost every time I do that, the artist is like, "Oh, well, I'm going to book a camera guy."
Yeah.
to come in.
Yeah, I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I'm inspired by when I see guys like you, your process. It makes me, it actually is inspiring for me, because I'm like, you know what? I still have things to learn. And I always want to be that. I always want to look at it that way. It's like, so there's something I can learn from that for sure. And it reminds me that I'm living in Nashville, and why the heck am I not tapping into the depth of talent here? I'm not saying it's always necessary. Sometimes a song is better suited for keeping the reins in, and you have a vision for it sonically that maybe, because you do run the risk of it getting a little more cookie cutter if you go out in the world and pull people in. But I think that's up to the producer ultimately, and the arrangement, in the song, to make it stand out. So it's really something I think you still have control over. You just have to really kind of put your foot down and say, let's try something different here. Let's not do what we instinctively would do here. Let's try something different.
Yeah.
So,
and you still have control in post-production. You got so much control. Like I think I learned a lot about this from you, watching you do, like some of those unspoken records that we did at the studio.
Yeah.
There were arrangements that were completely
11th
changed.
hour, yeah, totally revamped. Yeah.
Like nothing like what we tracked at the studio.
Yeah.
And there've been a lot of sessions that I've done, like Tough People with Drew.
It's almost like a sampling session sometimes.
Yeah, really.
You don't want the players to know that. But
I know, sorry guys, but
it does. It does kind of look like that.
Sometimes we got to do that.
It's whatever the song, whatever serves the song, right?
Yeah. And like, I think if the demo is crushing and everybody's loving the demo, then the best approach is to just farm it out. Like take that demo and print the stems and send it to whoever, 2 guys or 3 guys you need.
Yeah.
To just add some drums on it. That's what I've been doing.
And there's a lot of farming that goes on in this town now too, which is a whole new approach where a session player has their own setup at home, and you just send them the tracks and they add their thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's their sound, and they have a little more control over.
Yeah, they got it dialed in too.
Yeah. Which is cool. Have you ever dealt with, like just, I guess writer's block is the word that comes to mind, but maybe there's like a producer's block version of that, like you hit a wall.
Yeah.
I mean, that's happened to me, so I'm just curious if you've gotten there yet.
Yeah.
You're probably too.
There's definitely moments where that happens, and it mostly happens when I'm stuck in like the same cycle, like doing this similar song over and over again. So like lately I've been doing country and Christian, which are becoming more and more similar. But just having the difference of doing country, Christian, back and forth, and then occasional sync stuff, like just mixing it up really helps me to get out of that. But yeah, if I'm not doing that, I start to like just do the same drum loop, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you definitely I think you hit a wall sometimes.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with all the technology too and the frustrations there. You actually brought up a good point about country Christian and the way they're sort of overlapping a lot more now, sonically or arrangement-wise, and in other ways. Man, things have changed. I remember a song I did for Sanctus Real, and we had a banjo in the intro. I think the song was called Forgiven. And the radio team was like, "Yeah, we can't have the banjo in there. We gotta have a version without the banjo for radio." It was just a little banjo. It wasn't a country song at all, but we thought it'd be kind of cool to put a rolling banjo kind of thing in there. It was not even really a traditional banjo part, but it was just sonically sounded like a banjo tucked in the mix.
Yeah.
And now it's like, can you turn up the banjo?
Yeah. Now we're basically making country songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first started, it was in 2019 or something. My feedback was always, it's too country.
Yeah.
And it was really annoying because it didn't sound country to me at all, because I was working with you simultaneously and you were doing country.
Yeah.
And so I was also starting.
Maybe it kind of rubbed off on you. Didn't realize.
I think so, but also my like main instrument is the acoustic guitar, and so I think they like heard the acoustic guitar and thought it was country, which was I rolled my eyes.
Well, there was a time where acoustic guitar was really not very present in. It just there's different eras of it changes all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, now we got saxophone solos are back. So.
Really? They should be.
Do you watch a lot of TV in your free time?
Yeah, at night before bed.
Are you a binge guy?
Yeah. Yep. Lately, I've been playing video games though, because I just got into The Last of Us. Have you heard of that show? Have you heard of that, Cameron?
It sounds familiar, but I'm really bad with like shows and movies.
Bruh.
I'm the most
Kind of like how my dad is.
TV. Yeah,
We're the same. We're both
block.
way too critical and just.
He watches Love Island.
No, okay, no. All right, my girlfriend does accuse me of that.
I have a song on that show.
I don't know. You were getting into it one night. Into the show, I meant.
With her, not like out of my own desire.
Yeah, right.
That's what they all say.
I can turn this off at any second.
What's your take on AI with the Suno and all that stuff? Just
I
is
think
it creepy?
it is creepy.
It's creepy.
It's creepy, but can be inspiring.
I feel like we're in a sweet spot right now. That's going to go away, but that's just my
That it's going to go away.
the sweet spot, and it's just going to
the
get
sweet spot's
weirder.
going to go away.
Like I
Right.
feel like we are able to sort of have this happy union with AI, where we're kind of like, we're like coddling it, and it's helping us.
Yeah.
And I'm worried that it's just going to start putting us out of work.
I know. Yeah.
Because it's getting so it's already getting so. I don't know. When we were doing the pizza last night, my youngest son Zach was just cranking out Suno songs, for about our pizza experience, and about how I was and how the dog's breath smelled like a skunk. And I was doing this, and I was burning all the pizzas, and Mom was making hot ass peppers. And it sounded like a hit song, but with those silly lyrics.
Yeah.
And the guy's singing it and everything. And there's a full production track. I mean, you could tell it was not.
Right.
You could tell it was.
You can hear
somewhat artificial, but will it sound that way in 3 or 4 years from now?
Yeah.
I mean, they keep coming out with new versions. So
Yeah. I think, if we were.
It's learning. It's listening.
Yes, it is scary. Like if I was doing kids music or like just what is that called? Like funny music, like Weird Al.
Oh yeah.
If I was doing
parodies.
that kind of parodies. Yeah, if I was doing parodies or like kids music, I'd be scared for my job.
Yeah.
But I think with what we do, like emotional
Yeah.
content, and as long as we're taking risks and
Yeah.
raising the bar, I think we'll be fine.
It seems to work pretty well with hey, give me an idea, give me something, give me a lyric that sounds like this. Okay, now tweak it. Now make it sound more like if there's a lot of input back and forth. It does seem like it kind of maybe helps the creative process. Mm-hmm. But if you just say,
Yeah.
generate a song about
Right.
whatever,
Yeah. If we can use it as a tool, it's going to be awesome.
and you have you said you had a spot lullaby thing or
Sleep
something?
project. Yeah.
Sleep project?
Suno will wipe it off the earth. No, but yeah, I have a sleep project. I really just made it for my kids to go to sleep to. Because when my daughter was in the hospital, for I don't even remember what it was for, but it was scary when we were there. We had to stay there a couple nights. But I think it was pneumonia. But she usually slept to like sounds, just like white noise. And we didn't have any of that because we had to go to the hospital real quick. So I pulled up stuff on Spotify and just like lullabies on the piano, and she fell asleep super quick. And they I just looked at the streaming numbers and was like, holy cow, these things stream like crazy. And then thought, how cool would it be to have my kids fall asleep every night to stuff Daddy made? So I just thought I'd do it, and I made Sleeping Like a Baby worship songs for sleep for my kids, and it's doing pretty good. I mean, for a side project and for fun for my kids, it's got 3 million streams.
That's great.
Yeah, and doing great.
I mean, I don't want you to share your finances or anything, but I'd kind of be curious to know what those kind of numbers end up being in the bank. You know?
Yeah, like 1 million streams is average between all the platforms, because platforms pay differently.
Right.
But 1 million streams average, I think it's about like $6,000 to the master owner. So it's good money.
That is.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you got to get 1 million streams. It takes a while.
You should do a kids lullaby album, Cam.
Yeah, I bet I
Knock Nick out of the market.
yeah.
Before Suno does.
Sell yours for, undercut him a little bit.
Does it work like that?
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And you've done quite a bit of that stuff, like independent things released. Even with Drew.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's worked out well for you.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that world, but it makes me want to learn more about it, because I feel like things are kind of going in that direction anyways.
Yeah. I think when my publishing company sat me down and talked to me about what masters make and what songwriters make, and like just to go over what the royalties are and the difference is, that opened my eyes.
Really?
I was like, holy crap. Because like $6,000 versus the $600 that all of the writers split. So like the master owner gets $6,000, and then the 3 writers that wrote the song typically split the $600 between the 3 of them.
Bro.
And their publishers. So it's just like, it's like,
and that is
pennies
because
on the dollar.
the big labels negotiated, and and because they own the masters to things that are signed acts, right?
Yeah.
And so they are like, oh well, we'll bring our big high-powered attorneys in there, right? And negotiate much better streaming rates for master ownership than these lowly songwriters over here.
Right.
Is that kind of what happened?
Yeah,
Because the songwriters clearly had they didn't have, I know NSAI has done an incredible job
yeah.
of representing songwriters. Incredible. But they're dealing with such massive companies and entities. It just seems like somewhere along the way, the initial model that came out to do this streaming thing did not take into account a reasonable cut for songwriters.
Yeah.
But it did on the master side somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to your point,
Yeah. So
owning a piece of the master.
oh yeah. Once I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm in the wrong business.
I know. Well, but also that to me that means there's a lot more incentive to be a producer nowadays than there is to be a songwriter. To be honest, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying people choose one or the other because of the opportunities financially. I don't. I do it for the passion, for the creative passion. So if I want to write more songs, I want to write more songs. I don't care if I'm making 10%. But I do think about those things. And so, that's kind of like, well, I do both. I produce and write. Does it make more sense to maybe do a little more producing these days versus, I think there was a time where it might have made more sense to be involved on the writing more financially. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
And
totally.
now it's kind of like, maybe it's better to be a producer, especially on the independent side,
yeah.
and just let someone else write the songs.
Yeah.
There's some great songwriters out there.
Yeah, totally.
Just bring me your best song, and we'll run it up the flagpole, and we'll see. I'll produce it, and you can get your 600, and I'll get my 600.
Yeah. I mean, it still comes with an insane amount of risk.
Yeah.
But
Well,
like
and your work, your work
this
involved
line
is,
of work.
you write a song in a day or half a day or 4 hours, and takes a lot longer to produce that track than it
Right.
is to write it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I've taken on like a couple projects where I'm being like, I'll produce this for free if we can split the master.
Yeah.
Just because I'm trying to get on the master side. And some of them are doing really well, so others are not. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like depends on. I mean, you never know when something's going to go viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
You just got to keep doing it.
Let's write a viral song today,
Right
guys.
now.
What do you want to play to close this thing out, Nick? Nick Schwarz, everybody. Do you have any questions for me? No?
Well,
No, I guess not. Why am I doing this?
have you still making music a lot? Or
Wow.
what you been up to?
Ouch.
I know you're making music.
No, I don't. Yeah,
are
I
you
mean, I
making-
am making music still. Yep. But yeah, I'm definitely more part-time in it, half-assing it. I'm not half-assing it. I'm just kind of hit a wall in 2021 and took a little break, and I just kind of kept going with it.
Yeah.
So 4 years into a 1 year hiatus.
Nice.
And I'm out west a lot at my place in Sedona, but I'm still actively involved. I'm just kind of like plotting my next chapter. But yeah, what's a song that you know? I'll make it work. Ooh. That is superstition.
Writing on the wall. Seven of the bad
I don't know
luck. Down out to fall. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Yeah. Very superstition. No. 7-month-old baby on the looking glass. And then
Wait. Hang on. Oh, that's right. What the heck?
Yeah, that was
What key am
terrible.
I in, man?
It was good before that.
there it is.
Don't understand superstition ain't the way. Very superstition. Wash your face and hands. Very superstition.
Watch out for gray aliens.
I used to play this in my band, I forgot. I don't know the lyrics. Here we go. B section. Okay. Thanks, Nick.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Chris. We did great.
Is that the closer? Is that the closing statement?
Let's go get drunk.
He's a little moody, but cool as hell. It's the Moody Producer Show. He's a little moody, but cool as hell. It's the Moody Producer Show.